Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I've got Tia with me.
Hi.
And today we're going to give you guys some quick fire tips of how to take better portraits when it's bright and sunny. So we're at the park at the moment and it's obviously really sunny. It's currently 2 o'clock, so the sun's pretty high. And as you can see on Tia, we get really nice light from this direction, but if Tia turned the other way, it's game over. She'll be squinting, the light will be terrible, all of that good stuff. So I'm going to show you the first thing not to do, and then I'm going to show you how you should do it. Right, so first tip and first thing not to do is turn your model facing the sun. So if you turn and face me, come over a little bit that way. Good. You take the shot. You've already squinted. So I'm going to take that shot now and show them. Good. So that's your first protocol of what not to do, right? Reason being is that if you look at Tia's face, where the sun is casting really nasty shadows. So ideally, you don't want to be doing that, as well as she's going to be squinting if the sun's going to be hitting her directly in her face. So you don't want her to squint. So the first thing you want to do to correct that is turn your model away from the sun. So I'm going to come this way now. So Tia, take a step back, over a little bit that way, so we're not getting anyone in our shot. And then we take that shot again. And straight away, we've got a better image. That's just one of those simple rules, is always put the sun behind your subject. Right, so tip number 2. Once you've put your model with their back against the sun, you will then expose for your model, right? That way you can actually bring up the exposure in post of your model in post. So, but you're gonna say, well, what if I don't have the technology to do that? Well, I've got a little trick. Using one of these. It might blind you, Tia, I'm sorry, but what you can use is one of these. This is a 5-in-1 reflector, and basically, as the name suggests, it's just going to reflect the light back into the shadow areas, thus illuminating the subject and giving you a perfect exposure. So let's do that now. But squint first, close your eyes first. I'll tell you when to open, because it might blind you. Don't keep it open too long. Okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, open. Good. And that way you'll get a better shot. Right, so tip number 3, you would say, right, okay, I don't have a 5-in-1 reflector. Well, what can I do to actually still get some really good shots outdoors? Well, you've got a brolly. You can use your brolly. Let me show you what we can get with your brolly. Our first shot I'm going to take is without the brolly, so you can actually see how harsh the sun is. So we're going to be exposing for Tia. And to get a decent exposure on Tia, we're gonna have to go to f1.8, ISO 100, and our shutter speed is at 2500, and we get a shot like that. But by using our brolly, we can bring that up, use that to hide the sun. If Tia stays in the same place, and we adjust our exposure now, and we take the same shot, we get a better image. And there you have it. So that's tip number 3. Let's move on to the next one. All right, guys. So in terms of our camera that I'm using today, I'm using a Sony a7 IV that's paired with a Tokina 85 1.8. Reason why I chose the 85 1.8, that also gives me an opportunity to blur the background and not include anyone else in the actual image. Because obviously we are at a park, outdoors, we don't want to include anyone else in the photo. So being at 1.8 and using a 85, that will enable me to actually blur out the background, but also compress the image. And I love a 1.8 85 when it comes to portrait, because that also gives a much more flattering portrait for my subject as well. So that is our setup. Right, come on.
He's going to do some funny business.
Is he? Right, so tip number 4, use open shade. Open shade is what you can use to actually create a similar effect to what we did just now with the umbrella. So at the moment, as you can see, if Tia comes out this way, it's pretty sunny on her. But if she just literally take a couple of steps backwards for us, so I'll keep going, going. And there, prime spot, she's now in what's called open shade, and you get a better exposure on her face all round. So let me take a shot with her back here first, in the actual sun. Right, turn that way, turn that way. Yeah, that way, good. Right, I'll take a shot with this first, and then I'll put it in open shade so you can actually see. So we'll take a shot. There we go. And now by simply taking a couple step back, go, 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 go. Right there, perfect. Do the same pose that you went towards that side for me. There we go. And we get a better image straight off the bat by literally using open shade. You don't have to use trees. We're using trees obviously because we're in a park. But if you're in a city, you can also use the buildings. That will create open shade areas for you. But yeah, open shade, tip number 4. Right, so tip number 5, guys. So each and every 5-in-1 reflector has a diffusion material in the middle of it. Using that diffusion material, you will also get a similar effect to the open shade look. So let me show you what that looks like now. I'm gonna do one again of what it looks like without it, and then I'll show you what it looks like with it. So let's do another whip out. So 1, 2, 3, focus on you. Good. And now using our diffusion material, literally put it above here like that. Straight away, we get a better portrait. So again, using the diffusion material, and these cost about £25. You can get them on Amazon. I'll put a link to this one in the description below, so make sure you go check it out. There you go, 5 tips for when shooting outdoors in bright sunny day. I want to say a massive thank you to Tia for doing this for us. I'm going to put her link right there, so make sure you go follow her. And yeah, if you guys want to see more quick fire tips like this, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we go home.